Hello to my replay viewers. This is John Kurizawa. Merry Christmas, everyone. You know what? This is the first time I've actually said that this year on Periscope. Merry Christmas to everybody. Swipe up on the Android, left or right on the iOS. Share it with your followers. Follow if you'd like. Lots of people jumping in already this morning. Good morning. It is day number 57. Good morning, Mary, of the 75-day challenge. And we go back to the theme of Give This Christmas Away, inspired by my good friend Matthew West and his song from actually a few years ago, and actually a devotion book that he came up with 101 different ways to give this Christmas away. I encourage you to look for it at your local bookstores, your Christian book retailers, and look for it on Amazon.com. Give This Christmas Away. Good morning, Mary. Thank you very much, Derek. Love you very much for that. Thank you. Appreciate the invites and the hearts and everything else. Today, very simple one today. Make a meal for a family that's in need. This is a time of the year that many people are struggling financially. If they have children, they're trying to get caught up with bills. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do as far as Christmas gifts and everything else. And sometimes they just don't have the means to put together a decent Christmas meal, or even just a decent meal for an evening. When you're out shopping, when you're out doing things, if you've got the resources to do it, if you have the ability to do it, put together a nice meal for somebody. It doesn't mean you have to cook it. You can put it together in a box. And thank you very much. Greatly appreciate that, James. You can put it in a box and deliver it to them. We have the opportunity. Well, again, like I said, you don't have to do the cooking. Maybe you just go out and get the supplies that they need to be able to make their own meal, because you never know what people are going to like. There's a lot of groups and organizations. There's churches and other organizations out there that are looking for meals for people. I was actually able to get connected with an organization here. Short story, we were actually blessed out of the blue. We weren't expecting it. We didn't ask for it, with a box of food around Thanksgiving time. Now, we're in a situation, for those of you that are new, I've been out of work for 7 months. That is great, James. Great to see that you work for a local soup kitchen. I've been out of work for 7 months, so obviously we're struggling with bills and everything else, but thankfully, food-wise, we're doing okay. And we appreciated the gift that was given to us, but we immediately said as a family, listen, there's got to be somebody else that needs this more than we do. So I reached out to somebody that I knew was very well connected in the Christian community. And yes, I truly believe in this. We've talked about, giving to other organizations too. Reached out to somebody that I knew was going to be connected, and we were able to take what was given, and it was a frozen turkey and, pretty much everything you needed for a Thanksgiving meal. We were able to give it to a local organization, and the gentleman that I spoke with had a particular family that was in need, and they gave it anonymously. We didn't want any recognition for it because somebody else had gifted it to us. So we were blessed to be able to do that and pay it forward. And we're talking about doing something similar to that for Christmas as well, being able to bless at least one family. We may not be able to do a lot of other things right now, but this is one thing that we have the capability to do. And if you have the opportunity to do it, like I said, there are many organizations out there. You could donate to food pantries. You can help out at the soup kitchens. But if you know of a family that's in need, yes, there's always plenty to share after Christmas as well. And that's an important thing. I'm going to talk about that after the first of the year. People tend to forget about giving after Christmas and after New Year's. We get so focused on our New Year's resolutions that we forget to give. And there are many organizations that need help in January, February, and March. But right now, talk with people at work. Talk with your kids. If they know of, kids talk a lot of times. Maybe there's a family that somebody in their household just lost a job, just recently was unemployed, or they've had a medical issue or something else, and they could just use that meal. It doesn't have to be for Christmas. It could be for tonight, tomorrow, this weekend, whatever. Make that meal for a family, or get the supplies that they need to make a meal. Many families do get, sometimes they feel embarrassed by it. Sometimes they feel extremely humbled. But you know what? At the end of the day, the fact that somebody thought enough of them not just to give them encouragement, not just to call them or give them an email or drop off a card, but to actually go out and make the effort to either pick up a meal or make a meal for them. You don't realize just how much of an impact that is going to make on somebody. I'm going to have to cut this short because, as you can tell, my voice has not recovered 100% from this past weekend from the basketball tournament. So I will be back around 12 noon today, Central Time, with another scope. Just going to be more laid back again, have some fun. But remember, again, do your best to find, there's got to be somebody. Look on your social media, look on your Facebook or your Twitter. If somebody's going through a difficult time right now, put together a meal for them. Either go out and do the shopping for them or actually make a meal for them and deliver it to them. Don't expect anything in return except maybe a thanks. But do it out of the goodness of your heart. I'm going to have a couple more of these Give This Christmas Away scopes coming up in the next few days as a part of the 75-day challenge. We're 15 days away from Christmas, and we're getting real close to the end of the 75-day challenge. I've got a little bit of makeup to do here because I missed a few days over the weekend. But thank you very much for jumping on. Thank you very much for the hearts. Greatly appreciate it. If you're watching the replay and you've watched the entire thing, thank you for sticking it out. My request for this week is, if you've happened to find me, please give me a follow through the end of the week. I'm asking people, it's kind of like a 3-day trial run. Watch me through the end of the week. If you like what I'm doing, you can continue to follow. If it's not your cup of tea, if you're not enjoying it, feel free to unfollow me. But give it a couple of days, please. Would greatly appreciate that. Have a wonderful day. Go out and make a positive impact on somebody. And just have a wonderful day today. I'll be back at 12 noon Central Time with a little bit more fun, and maybe we'll have a couple of laughs.